Change is something that we say that it is inevitable. I mean, why? Because every day is an opportunity for us to do something different as a person, as a leader. I mean, in whatever space that you find yourself in. That's why change is always described as something that we can't avoid, because even our life is actually a change process. The different orientations that we are engaged with, the different spaces that we lead as leaders, is actually an opportunity for us to do something different. And that's why we talk about significance, we talk about legacy, we talk about achievement, because I mean, we are all in the process of change every day. But the reality is that even as we are in the process of change, there is what is at the heart of change. And what is at the heart of change is people. Because if I wasn't there as a leader, then change possibly will not be there, because I don't see it. I don't act on it. Or if I'm there and there is nobody else, if I don't have any relationship, then what change am I doing? So whichever way you look at it, whether you look at it from a selfish perspective, whether you look at it from a group perspective, whether you look at it from a nation and the world perspective, at the heart of change is the people. The reality is there are three kinds of people in any change space. There are those ones who are reluctant to take the initiative to change. There are those ones who are not sure what to do, whether to change or not. But there are those ones who are early adopters, and they actually pick the change and run with it. So I want to share with you some 4 critical steps, or 4 critical things that in any form of change initiative, whether a personal change initiative as a leader, or a group, or an organization, or a nation, that these are critical elements for you to be able to champion in order to see the success of your change. And the first one is clarify the why of the change. This is where many of us as leaders fail, because we want change to happen. We want to drive change in the people, but we don't clarify to the people why the change is important. We don't clarify to the people that this is where we are, this is where we have been, this is where we are today, and this is where we are going. And for us to be able to bridge the gap between where we are today to where we are going, there is a reason for that. So clarify your why. It's one thing to share your vision, but it's another thing to really clarify why the change, why the vision, why the change into where we want to be. Because if people don't understand the why, then they will not buy into the change. Number 2 is connect with the people. Connect with the people. I mean, it's one thing to be able to clarify the why and assume that people will follow you. But it's another thing to really ensure that you connect with the people, understand them, be available for them in that journey. Show the way, lead the way in that journey. Be empathetic enough to understand the situations that they are at for your team members in the different spaces that they are at, and helping them to move towards the intended direction. And that's how you connect with the people to see and drive the change that you want. Because change is not easy, change is uphill. So if you don't connect with the people, some will fall along the way, not because they wanted to fall, but because there was no connection as you're moving towards the intended journey. Number 3 is inspire. And inspiring here is more about modeling. It's more about showing, sustaining hope, that regardless of the difficulties, regardless of the situations that you find yourself in, there will be hope at the end of the day. And that's how people champion behind you. That's how people respect and move with you, move along with you to actually really achieve the change that you want to achieve as a team. So be that inspiring leader as you walk your people through the change. And the last one is be empathetic. I mean, we all have different capabilities, different thoughts, different strengths. I think the aspect of understanding people from where they come from and where they are, and challenging them to do more and to walk towards the change, and how the change will actually benefit them, how the change will impact them, is critical in terms of them walking that path towards successful application of the change in their life, in the whole group, in the organization, in the country. And this is key in terms of enabling the success of the change. So these are the 4 steps as a leader, 4 key ingredients as a leader that will enable you champion successful change. Clarify the why. Connect with your people. Inspire them. And actually be empathetic. So I hope I've added value to you. My name is Coach Gilbert. I'm the CEO of Ascent Leadership Group, and looking forward to many more engagements with you. Thank you very much.